So I wrote this one a month ago, and this was an extremely... I feel like everything I'm telling you tonight is a life-changing experience, but I was with... I had just gotten into Colorado, and I've yet to tell this story, so I'm going to do it now, and because I've cleared it in my brain. This song kind of helped me wrap my head around what happened. I got into Colorado, and James, my manager, who Kevin spoke of, picked me up in Denver, and then we did the 2-hour drive out to Vail, where he lives, or in Avon, which is in between Beaver Creek and Vail. Awful out there. It's not pretty at all. You definitely want to like stay inside and just like watch movies when you go out there.
Especially in the wintertime.
Yeah. In the summer it's awful as well, you know, staring at a gorgeous mountain. But the first night I get there, we are settling down, you know, just finishing up dinner, and after James and I had just played golf, and it was great, and there was a huge pound at the door, and James's neighbor had just gotten home, and her roommate, I don't even know how to properly say this, but I've never actually said this aloud through a microphone, but she came home and found that her roommate had committed suicide. And James, my manager, lived right across the hall, so she came and pounded on his door, and James and I rushed in to, we didn't know what was going on, and we were thrown into that life-changing experience. And it's safe to say that for the rest of the trip in Colorado, I slept in the same room as my manager James and his wife, because I just was not comfortable being in a room in the dark by myself. And now I am. I noticed the other day that I'm okay with. But it's weird how I never knew this girl, and it just makes you think that how awful it must be for her family if she's affecting a stranger like me in this way. And if there's any sign of that anywhere, just always step up and help someone and let them know it's really it doesn't need to be that bad. So her name was Sarah, and that's how I met her. And I don't have a song named after a girl, but I felt like this was the time to do it. And I didn't write this right away, but when I did finally write it, about 3 weeks ago, I became okay with the situation and thankful and more aware not to sweat the small things. And so this pretty much just tells what happened. Rattles in blue gloves wrapped skin. A couple boys are tired and confused. Just a drink before the pounding at the door. Your dog is barking and a few lives have changed. You gotta let your heart beat by itself, but saving room for love from someone else. So Sarah, please come down, my dear. Could try so hard, but you ain't gonna find your love there. Sarah, if you need to leave it all behind, would you go if you'd known that we'd have done anything to help you change your mind? Sound the alarm, this little girl's arms are reaching out for love. It's strange to us, but we changed for her. That is what it took. Help the boys wake her. God, don't take her. I fear that it's too late. I wish she would have
heart beat by itself, and saving room for love from someone else. So Sarah, please come down, my dear. Try so hard, but you ain't gonna find your love up there. Sarah, you need to leave it all behind. So go if you'd known that we'd have done anything to help you change your mind. It might be time that we stop praying anything to distract us from what we've seen. I would have run faster, but it's easy to say after what you would have done differently. For Sarah, please come down, my dear. You can try so hard, but you ain't gonna find your love up there. Sarah, if you need to leave it all behind, would you go if you'd known that we'd have done anything to help you change your mind?
All right, thank you for taking that in with me. Let's